Hello everyone, good morning. This is Sage again, live from the 𝐊𝐴𝐚 studios, and you're watching the opening bell. Well, inflation expectations and the market psychology is carving out a different market scenario altogether. Let us cast an eye over how the market charter is panning out today. The S&P ASX 200 opened higher today, gaining 0.49% to 7,058 at the market open. Australian shares are likely to continue trading in the green territory on the back of gold and oil boost. The top performing stocks in this index are gold players Resolute Mining Limited and Ramelius Resources Limited. The energy stocks expected to track rising oil prices, while a jump in bullion prices is set to benefit domestic gold stocks. Global equity indices traded lower on Monday, with technology shares on Wall Street facing decent selling pressures, and prominent IT players may trade lower today following overnight tech rout. The Wall Street's decline followed the S&P 500's most significant one-day jump in more than a month on Friday. And the S&P 500 technology sector was down 0.25%, while the Dow Jones fell 0.16%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq composite shed 0.38%. The SIBO VIX was up by 4.84% on Monday, depicting an uptick in the volatility level in the US market. So, what's causing the volatility? The volatility has picked up in the US markets because a lot of the good news has already been discounted in the price, and last week the fears of inflation finally spooked the markets. The US data showing red-hot manufacturing activity released on Monday added further support to the prospect of an inflationary burst. The increasing rate of spread of coronavirus was also a drag in some markets, with Singapore reporting the highest number of coronavirus infections in months, while Taiwan has also seen a spike in cases. And moving on. The yield on benchmark 10-year US Treasury notes shot up to 1.651% in the Treasury market, still below a spike to 1.77% in late March. The US Treasury yields closed higher after a report revealed the highest prices ever paid in a May Empire State Manufacturing Survey for New York State. And according to the survey, the prices paid index rose to a record 83.5, the highest since the inception of the index in 2001. Back to the domestic share market, let us look at theme's specific charter of the day. Oil prices edged higher on Monday, with Brent crude rising 1.1% to close at $69 US 46 cents a barrel, while West Texas Intermediate or WTI crude gained 1.4% to US $66.27. The Australian energy players such as Woodside Petroleum Limited, Origin Energy Limited and Oil Search Limited could trade higher today, in sync with the higher crude oil prices. Concerns over inflationary pressure helped gold prices to surge to the highest level in more than 3 months, and the spot gold added 1.3% to US $1,865.70 an ounce. Australian gold miners such as St Barbara Limited, Resolute Mining Limited and De Grey Mining Limited could remain positive for the day. Looking at crypto charter now. Bitcoin fell to a 3-month low to US 42,146 after Tesla boss Elon Musk suggested over the weekend that the electric automaker may have already sold some of its holdings in the digital currency. Dogecoin was also down by 4.45% to $0.4918, while subdued inflation expectations defined the US markets charter overnight. Let us now look at the major newsmakers in the Australian share market today. Leading global producer and marketer of high-performance fibre cement building solutions, James Hardie Industries, announced a net profit rise of 9% for the full year ended 31st March 2021 as robust home building markets in the United States and Australia drove demand for the company's fibre cement products. On the other hand, gold producer St Barbara Mining has downgraded its production guidance for the financial year 2021 to 330 to 360,000 ounces as compared to previous forecast of 370 to 380,000 ounces. And moving on, while addressing investors at the company Investor Day, 𝐊𝐴𝐥 chairman Jeff Bleach told investors that the company will do better. The company was undergoing an interesting transition to being a public company. He added, 𝐊𝐴𝐥 is an Australian technology company that provides investigative analytics and intelligence software for extracting knowledge from unstructured data. Then commercial real estate player Unibail-Rodamco Westfield has priced a €1.25 billion two-tranche senior bond offering to boost liquidity and extend debt situation. Then another real estate player, Charter Hall Long WALE, REIT, has entered a trading halt pending an announcement. Moving on again to OFX, global provider of secure international money transfers, said that it will place its current dividend policy on hold to support an on-market share buyback program. Now, Pay Group, the leading provider of payroll and human capital management, or HCM solutions, said that it has completed the acquisition of 100% of the issued capital of Integrated Workforce Solutions, or IWS. Moving on. So, are there any economic events that can drive the overall market scenario going ahead? Investors will have an eye on minutes on Wednesday from the Federal Reserve's policy meeting last month, which could shed more light on the central bank's outlook on the economic recovery. Closer to home, the quarterly wage price index and Westpac consumer confidence data on Wednesday are another potential set of market-moving data. Market manufacturing and services PMI flash on Wednesday and April retail sales data on Thursday are also closely eyed. Meanwhile, globally, Japan's first quarter GDP numbers for March are scheduled to be out on Tuesday. The second estimates of Eurozone's first quarter GDP will also be out today. A print of 0.7% minus was recorded last month. And now finally, let's look at this important news. The federal budget recently revealed the coalition government's plans to make home ownership affordable for single parents. The scheme allowing a payment of only 2% of deposit for up to 10,000 homes in the harbour city. However, these homes can only be secured in one suburb located in Sydney's west, which is Carramar. The existing average price range for a unit in Carramar is around the $350,000 price mark. CoreLogic data shows that there are 127 suburbs in Sydney that offer prices under $375,000, so the scheme will benefit those moving from regional areas to purchase in the city. On average, a single parent will have to be approved for a borrowing capacity of $350,000 to $370,000 in order to make this work. Based on the average income data for single parents with one dependent, it would mean an average income of $54,000. Well, that's all for now. Do stay tuned for more live updates on Kalkine TV across economy, markets and sectors. This is Sage signing off for now.